Welcome to Relics Radio, your favorite weekly podcast dedicated to the metal detecting and treasure hunting community. Here are your hosts, Ken from Adventures in Dirt and Tony from 5280 Adventures.
Hey everyone, welcome to Relics Radio. I'm DK with Adventures in Dirt, and I just want to say hello to you all and thank you all for coming in to join us Wednesday night, August 26th. Wow, man, we're almost through August, heading into September. Can you believe it? This year has just flown by for me, but let me bring in my co-host and see if he's experiencing the same thing. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man. Good. What do you
Mm.
got tonight?
Before we get started,
Yeah.
we will send out a cheers to my son's birthday today. They're 29 years old.
Wow.
So cheers to Baylor and TJ.
Cheers. Excellent, man.
29
How's that-
years young.
How does that feel to have kids that are 29 years old?
Well, I mean, I only had them when I was 11. So if you put that in perspective here. No?
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true.
29.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
So happy birthday to them. Got to give them a call after the show. So
Yeah, we didn't prepare anything, but did want to mention just a special nod to Dolly Parton passing.
yes.
That's I didn't think it would affect me as much as it did. I just
Right.
got to thinking, I was contemplating on it today, and it's just, she's always been part of my life in the background, in the, in the ether of social media, and wow, man. Yeah. It's, she's been there. She's always been great and gracious and
Man, what
a ray of light,
Yes.
positive. So
yeah, for sure. Like
thoughts to her
what
family.
a good human, just overall.
Yeah.
And the way things go kind of in society these days, everybody tries to be divided politically. And I'd seen an interview where she just said, listen, it doesn't matter what my politics are. I'm here to entertain you guys.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where I'm at. I mean, she just wanted to be a good steward for everything to everybody. And she really shined through, and wow, going to be, missed dearly. She's, I had heard about all these different, groups that she has a reading group, where she sends out 330 million books, I think, or something like that, like have been distributed for free through her foundation to kids to help literacy and things with grants for college students and just wow, like talk about making an impact on people's lives, and that's absolutely phenomenal.
And she had a great sense of humor too.
Oh
Like
my
she
gosh.
poked fun at herself all the time, and
Absolutely.
always
Yeah.
like self like deprecating people.
Very humble.
Very
Yes.
humble.
Yeah.
But,
Incredible
you know,
lady. And
yeah.
never met her. I know one of our friends of the show of here in Colorado, Mudflap, and he's been on the show. He actually he's in the entertainment business as well, and he's had shows with her. And he was taking it pretty hard yesterday too. So
But
touch people in many, many ways, and that's what you want when you leave the earth, is they think of you like that. So she'll be missed.
she will be missed for sure. Yeah. Well, let's get some people in the chat, and we'll start breezing right through it, and then get
Holy
into
cow.
GYPSY.
There's so many people already.
We're gonna need an hour to go through this list.
How about this one?
Ski Searcher first in the box. Look at that. What's up? Good to see you, Matt. Welcome in.
Yeah, he came in early just to be able to get in there first. Robert in Nebraska comes in.
Yep.
Look at this. We had three legit people in
Right.
with Jason. And then this guy shows up, right?
Look at that. Bill, good to see you, man. And Jason, happy belated birthday again. I know we told you last show, but we're telling you again. Happy birthday. He says, Bill, you're late. Good evening anyways.
That's right.
That's great.
That's right. Bill, I want to mention, I did get your package sent off to you. Bill was one of the winners last week's show.
Yeah.
If I can, I'm going to pull it up here real quick because I want to make mention of it. We had a pretty popular person on last week, Bree, and Bill actually won the official autographed Bree sticker.
Oh yeah.
I haven't checked on it lately for YouTube. I think maybe eBay. I think the auction's over with. I'm wondering what it actually went for. Thinking probably in the thousands, low,
Yeah.
1,200 ish. I mean,
I bid up to 655, and then it just
Really?
blew by me, and I couldn't see going higher than that. But
well,
whoever won it, congratulations.
I know how we could get another one, so maybe we'll just do it that way. But
There we go.
But Bill, your sticker is on the way. Your whole little package is on the way, so be looking out for that.
Yep. Jerry, how you doing? Welcome in.
Very cool. KW Jams.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get ahead of you too. Testing 1, 2, 3. Ken, good to see you. Welcome in, Ken.
Yep. Says loud and clear there.
Good.
Very, very cool. Rob, NYFL69. Greetings, Earthlings.
Sweet.
You know what? On my little soundboard over here, if I would have known that was I think I've got like an alien.
Do you?
Yeah, this it's got so many buttons on it. I only use like 3.
Don't touch any buttons, man. You become disconnected or something.
I don't want to do that. How about Brush Popper, Craig Thompson?
What's up, Craig? He was messaging me today, showing me some cool finds. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He found this cool little metal from Texas. Gypsy would have dug that. Yeah, and he was able to find the whole history and everything, and it was from like a teachers convention or something.
Really?
Like in 29. It was just really cool to know that. You know the history of it. Now you found a piece there. Reminding me of your Roosevelt badge,
Right. Go down. Yeah, you find it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. What is it? And then you get to do the research on it. So that's real cool. Very cool, Craig.
Bob Rose. Good to see you, man.
Bob Rose. Who else are we missing here? Ferris Grump.
Oh, sorry, Robert, Nebraska. I jumped the gun on you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you do it, man. When I get involved,
no, it's fine.
Whenever I get involved, I'm like, don't pushing buttons I shouldn't be pushing.
Robert in Nebraska. Now, yeah, he brought up he's kind of an OG maybe for 5280 on social media because I used to put out some things saying, okay, what words or phrase do you want me to try and sneak into the podcast this week? He's looking for some suggestions here, words to use in the podcast. I don't think I saw anything. Well, excluding this one, which is, a staple.
That's a staple.
You always have to have that one.
Grandma's ropes.
Everyone in the chat, put down a word you want us to see, some odd word that you want us to try to use tonight. Tony, you're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to put it up on the doc sheet.
I'll star them. I'll get them in the chat. We'll try to get on them.
We'll try to throw it into the conversation with
maybe we'll try and slip one past our guest tonight. See if she throws her off or anything. Ohio Pull Tabs, welcome.
Yeah, Ohio Pull Tabs, good to see you.
Metal Detectorist.
She's cozy in the chat.
That's right. How about the shank is intact?
Oh, sweet, man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It was great having
just
him
had a
on.
birthday not too long ago.
Yeah,
in fact,
happy birthday.
A little backstory on that. We don't have time for it tonight, but I'd love to be able to tell that story for him or with him maybe one time on the podcast here.
Yep, that'd be cool.
Hello, Cheap Girl. Welcome on, Beth. Who else are we missing here? DC Diggin.
Sweet. Welcome, DC Diggin.
Yeah, from North Carolina.
North Carolina, man. That's cool.
Bet's Dig Beeps. I said it correctly that time.
Yes, you did. It's because you can read it, man.
That's right.
That's become like our sobriety test.
Yeah, it lets us know if we've had too many of these. If we can say Vet's Dig Beeps.
That's right. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you in here, bud.
Oh, Larry, 5 Mile Relic Hunter.
Everyone's in here. Good.
I know we got a whole bunch of people waiting on our guest tonight. And our guest, I want to kind of maybe leave a little bit of a teaser. As you guys saw with the title of today's show, Gypsy's got a big announcement, and she was kind enough to come on Relics Radio to release that information tonight. So if you guys are here to hear, if you're here to hear what's coming up with Gypsy, man, you are in for it because we've got a lot of information to get out there, a lot of things to talk about, a lot of exciting things.
I think we're getting the scoop, man.
I know, right? We're first on the scoop. Pretty exciting.
She's real gracious. Yeah,
absolutely. Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
Hope everything's well with Teresa.
Yep. Good to see you.
Looking through, got to mention Patty. Patty was on a couple of my posts this week, chatting with Chaz and Tom.
Yeah, I saw that.
Coming out to visit here, maybe in Colorado one day. That'd be great.
Bells coming in.
Nice.
Coming in to win all of our goods.
Right.
I tease her because she's won quite a bit. She's lucky.
I know, right?
Hope you played the Powerball or the lottery or something.
That's right. Metal detecting Skeeter.
Hey, man. Metal detecting Skeeter. What's up?
That's pretty cool. There's, speaking of Tom, says hello, everyone. Good to have you on, Tom. Scotty Kappas. Always got to say it like that. Always got to say Scotty Kappas.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Welcome.
All right.
Let's go.
You ready for our guest now?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll have to just warn everyone right now. So my stepson moved in with us this last weekend.
Oh,
right?
Congratulations.
Hey,
you're going to need one of these.
Thanks, buddy. That's why I drink heavily. But he brought his dog with him. He's got a very rambunctious dog, right? And I haven't been letting him in my studio here, but since he's out of the house tonight. So since it's my wife upstairs and I'm down here, I said, honey, I'll leave the door open. If the dog needs to come in, it's no big deal. But he just came in and stole a box that I had a bunch of stickers in and ran off with it. So at some point I might have to shut the camera down and go wrestle me a dog.
Think of it this way. If he eats it, it's going to get stuck on the way out. So you got that going for you. That's great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to lead into Gypsy with that story, but I just want to let
Juicy.
Let's
Juicy.
get in. I'm looking forward to talking. We saw her not too long ago. I've been so excited to see her again and talk to her.
Anxious to bring her on. Let's get over to our guest.
Hey, there's our friend.
Good morning.
Hey guys, can y'all hear me okay?
Sure.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Wonderful.
That's
well,
excellent.
guys, it was so great to see y'all at Utah at Moonlight Gathering, and it's been so long. I guess it was in Colorado.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. Gypsy back in the cave. I think your cord became unplugged, Gypsy. If you can hear us.
Freaking state quarter.
All those freaking state quarters. Gypsy, check your cords and your connection and log out, log back in. There you are. Here you comes in.
There we go.
Sorry, I had an incoming call. Downfall of doing it on my phone and not my laptop.
That's all right. That's all right.
So I don't know what I missed, but I guess what I said or remember saying was, I guess it'd been maybe Colorado since I saw y'all last.
Yeah.
Was that when I saw y'all before last?
It's been too long. That's all I know.
Or did I see did y'all go to the Oklahoma? Was it Oklahoma?
I saw it. Well, I saw you at, when was Colorado before Pound the Ground? Saw you at Pound the Ground, 2019.
I know is it's been way too long.
It was way too long.
Way too long.
And we only had like one night to party it up
gosh,
and catch
guys,
up.
that was such a blast, wasn't it? Moonlight Gathering.
Oh my gosh. It was a good time. It was great seeing so many people.
Yeah. So Terry's been trying to get me to go to that for years, and we tried to get Garrett aboard, and they're like, aliens? Bigfoot? Where's the metal detecting? Where's the treasure hunting? And so they didn't send me. So finally I just came on my own. I said, you know what? I'm going to be there. I want to see my friends. It'd been way too long since I saw Terry Carter.
Yeah.
Last seen him when, look at that group. I'd last seen Terry Carter when him and we filmed for one of the episodes of Beyond Oak Island. Mm-hmm. And we were down 200 feet in a gold mine.
Wow.
And so then after that, I got to go stay at Terry Carter and his wife's house. And we went metal detecting in the Provo River. And then we went and saw some petroglyphs. And in fact, Terry shared one of those videos not too long ago, and of him and I and the petroglyphs and all that. Terry Carter's such an amazing guy, person, friend.
Yep.
And I'm just lucky to call him a friend. And you two guys, because I guess I met y'all back when I was kind of just getting my YouTube going, wasn't it?
Pretty much. You met her in Mancos, right, Tony?
I met, I met actually Terry and Gypsy for the first time down in
Mancos, Colorado at, Tony, I met you
at the Watts event for Nugget.
We got to see
Nugget
our other
frame.
friend from Watts, Wayne Peterson.
Wayne,
while we were there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So then that was, gosh, that was
And I'm not
forever
hearing
ago.
Tony. I can hear Cade. I can
You can hear me?
you.
Test, test,
I
test.
can hear you, but I can't hear Tony.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
wow.
You can hear me?
Dang.
You just sign, Tony.
I
Just
can do sign language, guys. By the way, guys, I can.
well,
I'm a hot
any
minute.
question you ask Tony, I'll have to translate.
I'll dump out
Oh,
real
dang.
quick.
I can
I can
try
hear you,
logging
Tony.
off.
I can hear you. Oh, he dumped
He's
out real
popping
quick.
in.
He's gonna try and
Okay.
pop back up. Yeah, you met him in
Awesome.
Mancos with Watts, and then a little while later, you came up for a sportsman's exposition up here.
Yeah,
That's when
forgot about that.
that's when I was able to meet you. Hold on, Tony.
Can we hear you, Tony?
I'm back. Yes. Hello.
So I wonder if she's got a channel blocked on her phone. You know what I mean?
Let me log off real quick. Y'all keep talking. I'll just try
Okay.
one more time. Sorry, guys. We'll get
That's
it
all right.
worked out.
No problem. No problem.
Bell says, I'm guessing Tony and Ken are short. So there's something going on in the chat. Just Bree ain't that
Didn't let
tall.
me log
Gypsy's
out.
just short.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Huh.
There you go.
Kicker.
What's going on in the chat?
Yeah, the chat was talking. So I put up that picture and
Oh, am I standing in a hole again?
yeah, yeah. Scotty Copper says Bree's a giant. She's not a giant. She's like a little bit above average in terms of height, but
Yeah.
how tall or is Tony and Ken short? Huh.
So
Did we look really that short?
well, there is a picture. Remember, I sent it to you and said, "Ha, revenge." Tony, you standing in a hole?
Yeah.
Because there was some picture. I don't know if it was just this one or one with you, me, and Bree, but I was, because we know the famous story of me being on quarter order and him like me standing in a hole with Josh Gates and all that stuff. We put up
Right.
that picture before, and it looks like I'm standing in a hole. But there was some picture we took over there.
It's all about the angle.
Yeah. Now there was one, man, I forget what it was, but I'm like, Tony, you standing in a hill? Ha, revenge.
Let me see if I can find see there's Gypsy. She's not that
Yeah, that
tall.
one.
See?
See, you're down in a hole. See how
Yeah.
I am than you. Hey,
Hey,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're all
Don't
good
touch
to go.
anything.
yeah,
Let's
don't
rock
touch
and roll.
anything. Just stay still.
Just this.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, you can grab that.
It's not
That's
coffee. Cheers.
Now, cheers.
Cheers to you.
Shoot.
So we're
I
kind of
gotta grab
talking
some.
about, like last seeing each other and hanging out, and it's just been too long. And when we got to Utah, man, it was like, best friends that just, the time
Picking
in
up where we
between.
left off, right?
Yeah, isn't that amazing how you find people in this community that you can see them, event after event or year after year, and you guys just pick up right where you left off. It's amazing.
100%.
Yeah,
Love it.
it was great. And to be at an event to where we were all kind of out of our element, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little.
A little
yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
But there was like 5 or 6 of us there. Well, you saw the picture of the dinner. I mean, we were all kind of hanging and also talking to other people and stuff, but we really were kind of out of our element. But to be honest with you, I didn't feel uncomfortable at all because I had my friends around me and
Yeah.
we were, just kind of our own little thing. But it was also cool talking to all the other people too about what they were into. And
Yeah.
I mean, you talked to a lot of people, Gypsy, because you were at the Garrett table. What did you think of the people there when they come up with talk?
Oh man, it was amazing. I really wasn't prepared. I didn't know I was going to have a table. They just kind of said, "Hey, you want a table?" And I happen to have some books left from
yeah.
my last thing. I had a Texas Treasure Show in Gilmer, Texas, where I got to see Josh just like
Yeah.
the weekend before,
Okay.
and so he had messaged me and said, "Hey, are you going to be there?" And I didn't say, because I didn't want to jinx it because I wasn't sure yet.
Yeah.
And it was a last minute thing. Hey, my business partner, hey, you want to go? She's like, let's go. Because I knew it was right up her alley because she's really into paranormal. She's into Bigfoot, big time, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And me, I'm more into the treasure hunting, but all the other stuff, it fascinates me. So
Yeah.
anyway, it was freaking amazing. And all the guest speakers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was so cool. All the guest
very
speakers.
unique event. It wasn't just like a like an event, everybody was coming to do one thing, like go out and detect. That's very easy for us detectorists. We all go to a historic site or an old site or something like that, and the whole idea is behind, the tables and the people are there are kind of ancillary, and the event itself is digging, getting to dig on a specific field. This one you had a couple different speaker rooms with a whole bunch of different literally volunteer speakers, and just talking about their experiences about different topics and all those kind of different things. What a unique like destination event to go to.
It really is.
it was.
And I met so many new people besides, I
Yeah.
was surprised of how many people came up and, hey, Gypsy, I watch your stuff. I've seen you here. I've seen you there. And I'm like, oh, great. And then this one guy walked up and said, oh, I'm the one that, he called it my prom picture, but something I posted on Facebook. And he's like, hey, I fixed that for you. And I'm like, oh, I appreciate it. I know who you are. But
Oh,
put a face, with
yeah.
some of these friends and followers that you
That
have,
you've been
and
talking online with, for
yeah,
forever. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's some famous people that we had there as well.
There
I'm gonna grab.
was.
I'm gonna grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. I did want to throw up this picture. This was one that I had to grab there because it was what an experience. I know we showed this last week, but since you're here, so who are we looking at here there, Gypsy?
So what's funny is a little story behind that. So I first saw Abe, Mr. Abe Lincoln,
Yeah.
I think is what he goes by on TikTok, and I started following him from the very first video he made on TikTok
Wow.
because mainly because of the history aspect. I don't necessarily believe what he says about him being a time traveler, but I just thought it was cool. And he just such a lookalike. And what an amazing, sweet guy. I
Right.
mean, every time he walked by me, he would hug me. He would shake my hand after I, talked to him. I said, hey, I follow you on TikTok. And he was like, I said, can I get a photo with you later?
Yeah.
And my friend Bree would love to get a photo. We would love to get a photo with you. And he's like, no problem. So, what a down to earth, great guy.
That's
And
cool.
I was amazed and blown away. It was cool.
How many pictures do you think he took that weekend?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't take enough, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance. I'm like, where's he at? I was looking for him the whole time. I couldn't find him.
Yeah, I didn't get a picture with Abe, but I know I got pictures with the other people that I really wanted to get pictures with. I'll just say
Yeah,
that.
I was so grateful that you guys said, hey, let's take a picture because I probably wouldn't even I was
Right.
so kind of in awe and just so taking in the moment that, as a YouTuber, you guys know that normally you've got your camera up or your photos, but I was just so in the moment that I was like
Yeah.
having fun and I wasn't doing as much of that. But, you know, um, the subterix guys, which I'm sure we'll bring that up, might as well now, but getting to hang with y'all that night and learn more about subterix because Josh had actually, I was reached out to in the very, very beginning, and I was busy kind of, doing my own thing and didn't really, I saw the greatness in it, but I just really didn't jump on the bandwagon then. But then when Josh reached out to me, I'm like, I was in Roatan at the time on a
Oh,
treasure expedition. And I'm like, hey, Josh, can you do a FaceTime? But then I had terrible, terrible Wi Fi while I was there. I didn't have phone service. It was awful. But when I got back to the States, I'm like, Josh, let's talk. And he calls me up and I'm metal detecting on a beach.
Oh man.
So
shoot! You left Roatan about 7 days too early.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
went there on your cruise?
Yeah, I was right behind you by about 7 days, and
That's so
I saw you
crazy.
had extended it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was like, keep extending it.
Maybe,
Dang, I missed
maybe,
you.
please.
Yeah, we just missed each other.
And
by
I only
just-
got to
just
go metal detecting really once because the other time we were so I don't know how much I should disclose, but I'll go ahead and say this. So I was working with a team there. We actually have a contract with the Honduras government.
Hmm.
And so we're working to retrieve some stuff. And so I didn't get to video much there while I was there, but I did get one day off where I did get to go beach hunting with another friend that I think you guys, I don't remember if I introduced you all to my friend Ben while I was
Yep.
there.
Sure.
Yep.
Ben is freaking amazing. He has all that ground penetrating radar equipment. Now he's only been metal detecting a short hot minute, but
Yeah, he had a lot.
he has the equipment. And
Good
you
guy to
know,
know.
it was a blast, and it was great to catch up with my friend Ben because he had been trying to reach out to me after we got back from Roatan, and I was busy starting my Roku channel stuff. So.
You're right. Yeah, we met him. He was a good guy for sure. We talked about a lot of stuff, and he was trying to sell me his equipment too. He was a good salesman.
trying
He
to
almost
get rid of
had me
some
reaching for
equipment.
my wallet.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh, he was
Man,
talking
yeah,
about that GPR. I think he was like over 10,000, 20,000 or something for that. I don't know what
yeah.
wallet, if you were reaching for your wallet or my wallet, I don't know.
Man, I wish I would have had the money. I would have probably snagged it because I've been wanting a
Right.
GPR machine for I don't know how long. But
Yeah.
you know what? After learning more about the Subterrax stuff,
Right.
the
Right.
only time we would really need that is that Subterrax. I really do believe in, and I know you guys have probably talked about it more on here. Maybe we can get on here with Josh later, and our other friends from Subterrax
Yeah.
and chat more about it and some of the new stuff coming out. But I actually got a phone call today from someone that I met at Moonlight Gathering that wants me to come to New Mexico and work on a gold claim thing there. And I'm like, Subterrax all the way, because
Yep.
you guys know how valuable those tools are. So
Yeah, it
Reach
was.
out to,
Go ahead. I was gonna say at that dinner party we had, Ryan kind of did a little clinic for us all, showing us some cool things, and
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And being Ryan, he just went on and on. You know what I mean? Like you get him going on his baby there, and he just keeps going on. It was fun though. We had a blast. Yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
fun.
get with
was.
Joshua and Ryan and Merrill, and they can talk about the gold stuff that they've got going on with that. They might help you out on that adventure in New Mexico.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'll be one that I definitely want to do. And another venture I'm working on right now. I've been saying ever since I wrote my first book, Beginner's Guide to Metal Detecting, Just Digging It, I had talked about, because beach detecting was my first love. And when I first got started metal detecting 28 years ago, can't believe it's now 28 years. I'm getting old, and we don't want to talk about age.
Nope.
But
you must have
being
started
that
when you were 5 or
Tony,
something.
Yeah.
being Tony, you've got a 29-year-old. I've got a one that just turned 28. My youngest is about to be 23. So,
Yeah.
jeez. But with that said, I have started another book that I'm still working on the book cover. I posted one potential book cover today, I think on Facebook this morning it was.
Okay.
Of my beach detecting one, because beach was where I first got started, and I got so into surf hunting, and um, there's just so much there to learn, and when you have to learn the hard way like I did, I hope that my book is going to help people, if they don't know quite where to begin, or maybe they just got started but they've got still a learning curve ahead of them. I'm hoping, that I can bring them some. There it is. So that picture in the background is me and Roatan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Beautiful there.
It was so gorgeous. That water is just stunning.
Very cool.
But so far, that's my mock-up book cover. We'll see if that's where it lands. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, congrats on that. That's a lot of work and dedication to be putting into that kind of stuff for sure. That's a big venture to dig into.
So a lot of people here in the chat and listening to the show, been watching the show, they've heard my story about me going on this cruise, right? And met this detectorist in Galveston who had a detector with him. And he was also an Uber driver. And we started talking. People have heard that story. But during the Moon Lake gathering, Gypsy and I had a chance to talk at the table. And we're all going around telling stories. And I've heard it from Gypsy before. We've known each other for a long time. And I know she's responsible for starting many clubs in Texas. Chances are, if you're in a detecting club in Texas, Gypsy may have had something to do with it at one point or the other. But she started telling the story of her starting the club in Galveston. And it just kind of all of a sudden became like an epiphany hit me. I was like, wait a minute. The guy that had driving me as an Uber driver belonged to the Galveston club. I wonder if that's the club Gypsy started. And she said, yes, it is. And she actually knows the guy that I was, I think she said she knows the guy that was my Uber driver.
I met him at one of the, I think some of the Galveston Island Treasure Club came to my last metal detecting hunt outside of Edna this past year, or this year, I should say. And I've met so many people. I don't think he was an original, but you'd have to ask him.
I don't think so either.
I don't recall the name from the beginning because when I first started, there was only me as a female, which they made me president. And I got stuck with president until I moved. And then there was one other female in the group. And then by the time I left, it was 50-50.
Yeah, it was, there you go. Wow. That's cool. And back then, what was the year? Do you remember? What year are we talking about?
Put her on the
2026. It was 28 years ago.
My gosh. Yeah.
Man, I'm telling my age. Darn it.
Oh,
I'm gonna let my dog out. I'm listening.
All right. You were only 10 back then anyways. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy how it's such a small world, like you were talking about, Ken? Like you just run across somebody, number one, who had the passion or about metal detecting, you come across at that exact time and the exact moment. I mean, that's phenomenal as it is, right? I mean, just the odds of that happening. And then it goes further down that rabbit hole of the connection and all the roundabout way of what a cool community.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very cool. Just a small world, but really cool to hear your side of it now, Gypsy. I'd never heard you tell this story before, but you had 50-50 women, men in that club. And for that many years ago, man, like
for that many
years kind of unique.
It was funny. I ended up recruiting, I don't know how many women. And by the time we left, it was pretty much 50-50. Then after that, I'd moved to Smithville, Texas. When I started that club, we just put an ad. I put an ad in the paper there. And I could not believe we had 80% women show up at that first
wow.
meeting.
Wow. That's great.
But what's sad about that particular club that I started, that one, unfortunately, when I left, nobody would step up as president, and so it folded. But they ended up giving the money to charity, so all good. But still, it's
tough, Gypsy. It's tough to keep a club going.
Yeah.
It is.
We suffered that. I mean, our club's been around since 1974, right? Or 73.
Wow.
And every now and then, like people need to be voted out. Presidents need to kind of step away after a 2-year service, and they need somebody else to step up. I think our treasurer was doing it for 13 or 14 years, and she wanted a break.
And they get burned out. Unfortunately, they get burned out.
And you have all the rest of the membership like, no, we don't want to.
Not me.
We're happy being members. We don't want that commitment, but you need people to step up if the club wants to continue.
Right.
And we've been blessed with good leadership that have stepped up and continued.
That's great. It sounds like y'all got a really good club there. I mean, I know y'all have Jeff, don't you?
Yeah.
And a bunch of really team leaders, and that helps when you've got strong leadership. You can kind of rotate a little, but for me, president was easy, way better than being I would never want to be. I always said, I will not be treasurer.
No.
And I will not be secretary.
No.
I'll do any other job, but I don't want to be that.
Right.
To me, they've got the hardest jobs, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would
volunteer for president for our club. I really would, except I'm almost 2 hours away from our meetings. And I know there's a lot of
my
other people that are
gosh.
real close. So when I go
We'll
to a
talk
meeting,
about
it's an
dedication.
effort. It's an effort, you know, plus all the hunts, plus all the stuff that the presidents usually go to.
And Relics Radio.
It would take a
other
lot.
commitments.
It would take a lot.
Ken
So
and I
far I
both
haven't volunteered.
I'll volunteer you. No worries. I got that now.
Oh,
I got
shoot.
it. I got it right on tape here. Yeah, Ken and I both are a pretty good distance away from there, and we're lucky enough that we do make that commitment to going there. There's people that live a lot closer, but I mean, I'm like almost hour and a half, hour 45. Ken's 2 hours, and you know, it's once a month, but you know, we try to do with what what we can and chip in where we can, and it does take a lot of dedication to keep those clubs going, and we've been very, very lucky. Strong leadership, strong members, and yeah, really, really, really good people. And Ken, what would you say our ratio is male female? It's got to be pretty darn close to 50-50.
I think we have about 150 members right now.
Wow.
I think probably 70 or 80 of them are very active in the club. The rest of them are kind of on the periphery. But I would say of those that attend the club, probably you're thinking 50-50, Tony?
Maybe slightly less, because I do believe there are some single men that come, but we have a lot of couples.
Sure. Yeah.
That
That's
husband
great.
wife that they
That's
come. That's what
great.
they've decided to do with their retirement and their free time. And it's phenomenal. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to lie on this one. The women out hunt the men nearly in every situation with it. I'm not kidding.
100%.
Like park hunting, you know, they're finding the rings and the coins, and it's amazing. It's fantastic. To have that
I love to see the
participation.
couples, you
It's
know,
amazing.
uniting and doing something together, because
Yeah.
most relationships I've been in, you know, my ex-husband, he was only into the history, wouldn't go metal detecting with me, you know, but
Yeah.
Sure.
anyway,
Well, once they all found out Tony was in the club, boy,
Oh,
it's like,
the women just started droving in like crazy. It was crazy. You know, he raises
woo!
chickens and chicks dig him. So, I mean, they all just come flowing in, man. I
They're
can't
flocking.
believe it.
full of it.
They're
Oh my
flocking in.
gosh.
But we need some sound effects.
Juicy.
Well, hey, juicy. Well, Gypsy, let's start getting into some of your stuff. I know.
We actually had a quick question here.
Yeah.
You had mentioned about your
Sure.
stuff going on in Texas. Jason,
Okay.
Detect SD. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Gypsy?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So Jason, Detect SD had said, is there a birthday bash hunt this year for you?
You know, I did do one. It was actually in March, but my birthday isn't until November. We won't talk about my age, but but I'm not excited about turning this one. Let's just say I've been over the hill for a while now.
No, the big 3-0 is coming, huh?
That 3-0,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
it
sure,
really
sure, I'll
hits you
take that.
hard.
I'll take that any day.
Right in the face.
But so I did already have my hunt this year, and
Okay.
I'm looking about maybe announcing. I'm kind of waiting to see if I can get my YouTube channel up, because everything again is connected to my Gmail. You know, to kind of see. And I've been talking to the lady that does my website. She's a metal detectorist out of California. And anyway, making announcement, I do have an offer for a place to hunt, and if it pans out, it would be in Llano, which Llano is one of the known places for gold in the Llano River. I have done a little metal detecting in the river. There has been some gold nuggets found, not by me, but there has been some found. So I just need to contact them, but I'm waiting. All my contacts are in my email.
Well, let's talk about that. That's a great segue. Like, for those of you who don't know, because again, we have people in the chat, they may know, but those watching later, those watching the show now, cutting out. So why don't you tell us about what's going on with your channel and your struggles with Google
So
all of a sudden?
Okay. So on the 10th of this month, I was trying to log in actually to my Google account because I had an offer for a special, and I don't want to jinx anything, so I don't know if I should say anything, but a special sponsorship, not metal detecting related. But this sponsorship would be really, really epic for me, for funding some of my travels, etc. So I was like, you know, I'm going to do this. Well, by the time I was trying to log in, I got a notification. Well, I've got the 2-step notification already, to help fight these crooks out there. Well, I accidentally clicked on it and said, yes, it was me, and it wasn't, before I realized. And by the time I logged on, they had already switched all my info. It was pretty darn quick. And so by the time I realized what happened, frustration started setting in, all of that stuff. But I've talked to several YouTubers, and I'm sure y'all have too, have known other YouTubers that this has happened to.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were all sharing their experience and what to do and how to do it. So it took me a hot minute, because all of my links, all of my contacts, all of my everything that was connected, my Gmail account, my Google account, even my Google Docs, where I'd already started writing my books, and my past books that were all there, which my only other copies were in my email, because, you save it as a PDF, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Except for it's on Amazon, so at least I have that.
Man.
But anyway, long story short, that every bit of it got hacked, and once it did, then I had fans of mine messaging me saying, "What happened to your YouTube? Are you still doing YouTube?" And I was like, "What?" So then I realized that when they hacked my Google, my Google email, Gmail, is attached to my YouTube. Sure. And I looked it up, and I'm like, "Holy cow!" And it was gone. Over 400 videos.
All that work.
For all over 10 years. Yeah, right over 10 years of work. And in fact, I think where I met you, Tony, I think I had one of my beginning type of videos, on there when we were in Mancos, Colorado. And you and your family were in that video.
Sure. Yeah.
And so all of that is gone now. A lot of that I have saved in some of the iCloud, but not all of it. So
it's a lot of work, Gypsy. Tony and I both make videos, and we know what it takes, and that's a lot of work.
It's so much work, and it's a lot of, over the years. I mean, we do this here because of passion. We love what we do. And it's just a matter of, the whole reason why I started my YouTube channel was just to share what I do, my passion. That's basically it. And I know y'all do the same. And never would I have ever fathomed that, I'd become part of the Garrett Field team, and then wind up on a few TV shows, which I know y'all been on TV shows as well. That never, ever crossed my mind. But where life leads you, you just never know. And it's full of surprises sometime. And those were the best surprises. But for that to happen, it's very devastating. So y'all keep your fingers crossed for me. Keep praying. Hopefully, everybody says that once they've done what I've done, that it takes about 4 days. So I went through X.
I was going to ask you how did you finally get some traction?
So I finally started getting some traction. I had Googled, ChatGPT'd everything, like trying to find out information. Then I had a friend say, "Okay, I finally found your actual URL, because the only URL link I had was connected to my website, which my website girl got that for me. And when you click on it, it doesn't show it. It just shows it as a link. It doesn't show the full, YouTube URL. And so, because you have a URL YouTube ID, plus you have a handle ID. And so when I started Googling that, it says, okay, well, your handle is zero discrimination. And I'm like,
right.
At zeros. Then it's like at zeros. Because I was like, zero discrimination. Well, it's not showing up. It says that's invalid. So it was getting frustrated by the moment. And finally, after a couple days and some more research, I finally got it. And so I just got that uploaded a couple days ago, and it finally sent. And so, but then they sent me another email and I've sent them 2 emails since. Said, oh, we're working on it, but we need you to do this. Well, we need you to go back, fill this out. Well, when I go to fill it out, guess what it does? It automatically uploads my old password, but where my email was, whoever the hacker is, put their email there.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I tried to explain to them twice.
Look, yeah.
I do, it's showing this, and it's going to send a code to them that I'm trying to log in.
Right.
And that's not me.
Right.
So I haven't got a reply from the last email. So still, that info should be there. It's got to be out there. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm going to get it up. I feel like I'm going to get it back. But as I said to y'all earlier today, worst case scenario, I'll just start another one. I'm probably just going to change the name to GYPSY Jewels just because it's just easier. But we'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fingers and toes crossed for sure. You got to lock that stuff down.
Mhm.
For
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
So y'all are both YouTubers, and I hope that this is a lesson to all the other YouTubers and other people out there that do some backup stuff and save all that. And DK, I was talking to you earlier today. You did some stuff to help, prevent that. Hopefully,
yeah.
if that ever were to happen to
Well,
you.
it was GYPSY that sparked it, and not only GYPSY, I've heard of other people too losing their channels and losing connection to their channels, and really it all comes down to Google. So you really got to have your Google locked down. So I know it's a pain in the butt, but I really encourage everyone to make sure you have a good recovery email in your security settings of your Google, your main Google email that's tied to your YouTube channel. Go into that setting and make sure there's a good recovery email on that email. So like, let's say it's ken@email.com is tied to all my YouTube stuff and everything. I want a backup email, a recovery email for that. And it might not even be another Google email. It might be another email or maybe one for your wife. You also need to put in a recovery phone number, and it's not always the one that's tied to your Google. It could be a different one. It needs to be a different one. And there's like an SMS, like a text backup option that you have for backup access. There's also, you can get this thing called a Google prompt on 2 different devices that'll help you secure your devices, right? You get a keys on this, their prompts and their keys on 2 different devices, right? And kind of like, it really helps lock things down. But the one thing I really learned that I didn't have going is something called backup codes. I didn't know anything about it, right? But basically, if you go into your Google account, go to security, 2-step verification, and click on backup codes, they're going to send you 10 backup codes. And what they are, they're 5-digit codes. They're going to send you 10 of them. And you take that, and you print that out. Keep it somewhere safe, send it to your wife, something secure. You don't want to put it on Google Drive because if you lose access to Google, you're not going to have it. Keep it somewhere separate and distant. Those codes, any one of those codes can be used to back up and get you back into any account that gets hacked. So that's really a great way to do it. So backup codes, Google prompts, SMS backup options, recovery email, and recovery phone numbers, and you will be protected.
And see, here's the cool
I
thing.
hope.
I learned something from you, DK, because here's the thing. I did have the 2-step thing back up, but they changed my phone number.
Jeez.
They also changed my backup email because I had a Yahoo that I've been using forever. I've had it since I first had my very first email account.
Address. Yeah, me too.
And that was no longer there. So whoever these hackers were, they knew what they were doing. So when I went to go do my 2-step to try to recover, my code was going to somebody else's phone number and somebody else's email.
People that know how to change it like that to that depth, usually there's extortion involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually it's, hey, we've completely, I won't curse, but messed you up. And if you want it back, you're going to have to pay us some money. especially when they kind of
pay in
change all
Bitcoin.
that security, all that
Right.
pay in Bitcoin. Right.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Sure do.
that's for sure.
So make sure you guys
What a
protect
shame.
yourself. Yeah. Court order says, shout out to Yahoo emails. Yeehaw. Right.
I'm
That's
hanging
right.
on. I'm hanging on.
Me too.
You can always tell how old the email is because you don't have to have special characters or numbers or whatever. It's
Right.
like, it's my name at Yahoo.
Right.
Wait, I missed something. Wait. Yeah, I've had that for 20 some years. Yeah.
That's right. AOL.
Oh,
AOL.
gosh.
Am I aging myself now?
At Netscape.
Earthlink.net. Oh my
I
gosh.
remember all those.
Me too.
Oh
We
my
must all be
gosh.
the same age.
We must. Cheers.
Imagine
Cheers.
that.
Shoot. Well, good deal. So yeah, hopefully you get through that, Gypsy. We'll get on the other side of that. I know when I tried to go to your website today, it wasn't loaded. Your YouTube channel didn't load, and I was like, oh man.
Well, hopefully by the end of the week. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So you've talked about your new book coming out, and I've seen you drop hints about maybe some shows you got coming up that you're involved in. And some about Roku. Like, what can you talk to us about that? Maybe take them one at a time. And look at that. It's fancy.
Look how fancy this is.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so I actually have my own Roku channel now, which is way different from YouTube. A lot of different things. I had to go through a training on it, all kinds of stuff. We're talking big stuff. I can do, if I wanted to do podcasts or live streams, just like the sports do or stuff like that, I could do that. But it involves even more. Well, I'm not going to go there.
Right.
But the good thing is I'm actually producing these two shows myself, and then two of my business partners that I'm working with. But I'm doing most of the work right now. So what I'm doing is I've got two shows that I'm working on. The first one that we'll upload is called The Back Roads of Texas.
There we go.
And
Look at how fancy that is.
you guys know how big Texas is if you've
Yeah.
ever been to Texas.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry, I'm completely distracted by the steak in that picture.
It's a great looking steak.
I haven't had
Oh.
dinner yet. My eyes are like, wham.
I actually heard that if you took the rest of the United States, the other 59 states, they all would fit inside Texas by themselves.
Yes, I saw
Isn't that
something
amazing?
the other day. It said, I think 7 or 9, something Massachusetts in the state of Texas.
Insane.
You could fit them all in Texas, because the biggest part of my travels to Utah was going through Texas.
Sure.
Because we took a road trip, but so this one is mainly about history. There will be sprinkled in a little bit of metal detecting stuff. I'm hoping to fit in my first episode. I did get to do a metal detecting hunt at a permission that I landed. I was interviewing the mayor at a local museum, and I just said, hey, I noticed they tore down something downtown. Do you know who owns that? And he's like, I don't have their phone number, but if you go by this store over here, well, I went.
Right. Small town. Hey,
Yeah.
And so
talk to him.
found out the guy has a metal detector, bought a metal detector because he owns like 200 acres of land too, besides his property. And he gave me permission to go, and we went out there. I gave all the fines except for I've got one fine right here that I will give to him later, because I'm hoping, because I'm in East Texas right now, I found this is a seated quarter, and see how dark it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's so dark. But I found some amazing stuff. I probably had my best silver hunt in one day. I found a merchant token along with a lot of other stuff. Gave all those finds to the owner, who was thrilled, and his wife is going to put I'm hoping. Now these episodes I'm trying to do 35 minutes tops, because
Gotcha.
People's attention spans these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
But first episode will be a local East Texas town, and I feature a little bit of history. I feature some of the local food establishments, what what to go visit in those establishments, and
Wow.
hopefully a little bit of metal detecting go in with that.
That's
Um,
cool.
That's cool.
if if possible. So it's different. It's kind of very vlog style
Okay.
with and to for the history part, etc. So it's
Gotcha.
been a lot of fun filming, and
That's
I hope it's
incredible.
fun. I hope everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, you have to keep us posted on how people can find. Do you know how
So
people can find it right now when it comes out?
so if people have, they can actually download the Roku app on their phone or their laptop, etc., for free. And right now, all these shows will be free as well. They
Wow.
may have some ads on there, but they will be streamed free. Um,
Wow.
I'll be having a teaser on there as well, that'll show kind of what the show's about, etc. But they can download the app, the Roku app, and all they have to do is type in GYPSY Jewels. They'll see my logo that you saw spinning there, and they click on that, and it'll pop up my shows. So
Sweet.
it's crazy. So my second one that we've already started filming now, that one guys are gonna love. Um,
Is it about steak?
it's it's about wine.
Please. Oh, hey.
Wine.
Look at this.
Look at that.
History
Heck
in a
yeah.
bottle.
So a little backstory. It's Lavaca Bluff Winery down in South Texas. I was metal detecting a property, and it started storming and raining. And so the owner says, "Hey, why don't you come on in?" So I go in, and he's like, "Hey, let me pour you a glass of wine. What do you like, red or white or white?" So
And you said
then
wet.
Yeah, he said,
I
yes,
said, "I'll
please.
take whatever you got." Uh,
What's open?
so he pops open a bottle of wine, and on each bottle of wine, it has local history
Oh
uh,
my gosh.
on the bottle. Come to find out, this guy was a local, what from back where my oldest son graduated, in up around the hill country near Austin area, and he was a history teacher there. And so he loves history. And so when he opened up his winery, I think it's been 10 years anniversary he just had, him and his wife. And he put all the local history on each bottle of wine. So there's
Wow.
over 22 bottles, plus he has some craft beers as well.
Oh, my goodness.
But the first episode that we've been filming is it was a ship by LaSalle that was pulled up and retrieved out of the Gulf of Mexico, right down there, right off the Gulf there.
Wow.
And I got to go to one of the museums, interview one of the curators, see one of the cannons, some of the cannonballs, some of the finds they found, and they have a lot of his different museums around in the area, plus in Austin, big displays on just the LaSalle. But one of the interviews, I'm actually interviewing one of the guys that is a metal detectorist
Wow.
that actually helped recover part of this. So they had to build a coffer dam out in the
Really?
ocean around this boat and help on the archaeological dig of this LaSalle ship. So
Wow.
it's fascinating history, right up our alley.
Right.
Yeah.
um,
Wow.
Is that the ship on the
and
middle bottle there in that image? Can you see it?
barely.
Yeah. There's
It
a
may
ship
be.
there. It looks cool.
It may be. So
Yeah.
yeah, each one features part of the local history. There's a lighthouse, and part of the history on that, the big light on the top of the lighthouse went missing. So I'm hoping I get to go metal detect and find it. It's supposed to be on the island where this is. So it's going to be a fun adventure.
That
I
sounds
cannot
great.
wait.
Yeah.
And it should be right up all of us metal detectorist alley. I know it's not all metal detecting, but it's not always all about metal detecting. Remember, it's about the friends you meet, and the history you come across on your
Amen.
journey.
And life's adventures, man. I tell you,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds great. I could see me doing that.
I'm absolutely going to Roku after we get off of here.
Right.
Okay. All you'll
Right.
see is my logo, and it'll
Right.
talk
That's
about
okay.
it'll talk about a little bit about me and what my shows are going to be about.
That's all
I'm
right.
hoping to add more. So, one thing I can do, which when I did my training for Roku, they said I can upload YouTube videos as well that I've already done. But my issue right now is I can't even do that.
Right.
So
Right. Kind of stuck until.
I can take some of the videos I have saved, but
Sure.
anyway.
It's so strange you mention it because Tony and I are creating a show. We call it History in a Flask.
There you
It's
go.
got little bourbon in it. It's good. We're gonna go
We're
around.
not getting
to-
into too much history yet. We're still at the flask
We're
stage.
still in the
Still
flask.
on the bourbon, huh?
We haven't quite gotten to the history yet.
Yeah, almost
So
there.
funny.
Almost there.
Buddy.
No, do it. You know.
Actually, yeah, look.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's
We need
bad
to
out.
It is. So not many people know this about me, but I used to make wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, did you do the...
No,
Oh,
I
it
didn't.
reminds me of Lucille Ball. You know,
Right?
Lucille Ball, yes.
Lucille Ball, yes.
Oh my gosh, that is. We are definitely aging ourselves.
Oh,
We
God.
saw that on reruns though. We didn't see
Yeah.
the
It was
original
a
one.
rerun.
It was the
Lucille
rerun.
Ball?
It was the
Who's
rerun.
Lucille Ball? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I don't even know who Lucille
Going,
Ball
who
is.
the
I've never heard of
She was a gymnast in the '96 Olympics.
Shit. No, but my wife and I took a trip to Napa Valley, and I was really impressed by how they made wine rather than drinking the wine. Although I drank my share, you just can't not when you're in Napa Valley. But I came home and decided I'm going to make wine, and
Might have learned.
I did for a few years. I made wine, and then I got into making cheese, and I was really digging that for a few
I love
years.
cheese.
And stuff. Yeah,
Me
man.
too.
Hey,
was making
wine
hard
and cheese go
cider.
together. Come on.
They
Perfect.
do
He's the best guy to know. I tell
hard,
you what.
hard
Yeah.
cider.
I need
I never
to move
made
to
me whiskey.
Colorado.
Yeah, you do. Come on out here. We'll have a glass. No, that sounds great, Gypsy. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I'm.
And knowing
excited
you,
about
I know it's gonna be wonderful to kind of see you interact with that because you really enjoy the history and wine. You enjoy wine, so that's great. You get history and coffee. Some hold on,
Yeah.
I'm getting
I have another show, but I'm not going to talk about that yet. We
Okay.
did start filming it, but it does have to do with coffee and history.
You've been putting out a lot on Facebook with your little morning coffees.
I do my
and-
morning coffees, and yeah, I'm addicted. You guys know that I have one kidney, and so I have to be careful with my coffee and my other adult beverages.
Yep.
But I just cleanse my kidney, my one kidney.
You cleansed it.
Yeah, I cleanse it once a week with it's this stuff called Stone Free. Uh-oh, there's one of my coffee beans.
there you go.
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking so freaking old.
No, you're not. Oh my
No, you're not.
gosh. Please.
No, you're not. Forever young. Forever young. Age is a mental thing for sure.
Would you tell that to my knees?
Knees,
Ugh.
mine feel great. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, when I turned
Yeah.
39 just last year, it was
Yeah.
my knees were great.
And you already have a bionic knee.
I do, yeah.
Oh wow.
With the second one on its way, I think.
That's right. Ohio Relic Hunter says Gypsy and Juan Valdez now streaming on your Roku.
Right.
There you go.
In the coffee fields of Colombia.
Oh man, yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? What kind of coffee do you drink? We always see
Ooh.
you drinking coffee. So
Yeah.
tell us your
Let me
secret.
tell you,
Tell us your secret.
I am black coffee. That's
Really?
me.
Nothing.
That's
no-
you.
Black coffee. My favorite is Americana. But I will say, being from Texas, I used to live near an HEB. HEB is just a shopping,
Yep. Grocery store.
Anyway, grocery store. But they have something called the San Antonio blend.
Yeah.
And it's got a little
Really?
bit of cinnamon and a little bit of chocolate, and it's
Oh,
not
boy.
too sweet.
Wow.
That's my.
That's your
Let me ask
go-to,
you
huh?
this. Do you ever put a little tiny pinch of salt in your black coffee?
Oh.
I haven't tried it in my coffee, but so a little trick is, you guys, since you asked about salt. So I'm a big, especially after losing my right kidney, and I have one kidney, and I'm big on health stuff, which I need to practice more. But um, sea salt is really good for you because it's high in magnesium. It's high in a lot of the minerals we are deficient of as Americans and half the world. So a pinch of sea salt underneath your tongue or in your water, in your coffee. I don't know what that tastes like, but maybe I'll try it.
Gypsy, I want you to
I'm
try
not
it and get
opposed to
back to
trying
me.
it.
I want you to try it and get back to me and tell
Okay,
me
you
what you
tried
think.
it.
It's going to rock your
Okay.
world. It's going to change your world.
Well,
Okay.
let's.
Well, I'm gonna
We
do
got
it
to tell
then.
the story
Heck yeah.
though. We got to tell the Utah story
Oh,
though.
let's
Go
hear it.
ahead.
Let's hear it. I want to
And
hear it.
I'll interject when she tell the story because I find it absolutely hilarious.
All right. What story is this? I've already forgotten. I'm so
The
young. I've
salt in
already
the
forgotten.
coffee. We were
Is
at
that
that
old?
little diner, and so I'll tell the story.
You
So we're
tell
at
the story.
this small little diner, phenomenal food by the way, absolutely phenomenal. And Ken wants coffee, and I'm not a coffee drinker at all. I don't drink coffee in the morning. I actually
Good for
started my
you.
morning with Dr. Pepper. I mean, both
Oh,
caffeine.
you sound like my friend Zola.
You're from
Okay.
Texas. Come on, everything's Dr. Pepper. I
I'm
lived
just
in
teasing
Waco.
you.
Come on.
I'm just teasing you.
So Ken asks for coffee, and she brings over the coffee, just black coffee, whatever. And he says he's looking around the table, and he's like, he doesn't
That's
see
right.
the salt.
No, I remember.
So he waves down the nice waitress.
Very
Do you
nice
guys have
waitress.
like salt and pepper for the table? Is what he says. And she goes, oh yeah. And so she brings over this huge like grinder of salt. Oh no. She brought over the salt.
She brought a little cup.
She brought a
of
cup
salt,
of
right?
that's what it was, a little cup of salt. And then she puts that down. She comes back to the table with this huge grinder of pepper.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh no. I'm just looking for the salt. She was gonna grind this pepper into his
coffee.
into his coffee.
And I was
He goes,
thinking
no.
of letting her, to be honest
If
with
you
you.
haven't
Like,
tried
let me
it, just a
try it.
little pinch of salt in your coffee, it kind of takes away the bitterness. And she
It
was
does.
like, had no idea. But she literally comes over with this massive like grinder of pepper, and all we've got are drinks on our table.
But they had the best
She didn't understand it.
eggs ranchero I've ever had in my life. It was delicious.
So good.
But that little bit of salt, it enhances the flavor of the coffee, because I love black coffee too, Gypsy. I'm a black coffee drinker.
Okay, well, I'm going to try that then.
Yeah, my sister-in-law did it years and years ago in California when I'd go visit, and I always wondered, why is her coffee so darn good? Julie, what kind of coffee do you buy? And she's like, oh, just whatever the store had. I was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the mentality of me being here visiting, and the coffee is just so good. And she's like, you know what I do? I put a little bit of salt in it. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I've been doing it ever since, man. It just changes.
I'm going to try that. You know I am.
Not too much. Not too much.
Yeah,
Not too much.
I've known him forever, and that was the first time we've ever done it at a restaurant. And yeah, see everybody in the chat now.
I love it.
They all need to try it.
Try that.
Yeah, she was watching. She was like, she was watching. She goes, "Here's your salt." We didn't have our meal yet, just the drinks. And I go, "Do you have any salt?" And she brought it over, and her eyes were kind of looking at me like, "Well, what do you want the salt for?"
That?
And instead of turning around and walk away, she backed up, watching me.
What's this guy doing?
As I put salt in the coffee, and then she looked at her husband and said something in Spanish and looked back at me.
That is too funny. I love it. I'm going to try it. Though,
try it.
I believe in the salt and the minerals and all that. So.
There you go.
So not a big pinch like this, or just a little pinch like that.
Okay.
Doesn't take much.
Well, I've gotten to where I don't use iodized salt either. I went down that whole rabbit hole about, anyway.
Correct. Yep. Absolutely.
So, well, shoot, I don't know. We got on that tangent, but
yeah. Lurker Troy says his dad used to put salt in his beer. Have you ever heard
my
of
dad
that?
did too.
Really?
Yep.
What is that? What does that do?
It makes the beer taste a little more flavor. Salt makes anything taste a little more flavor. It's a flavor enhancer.
So, last night, I went out for karaoke with one of my friends, and we did a tribute. We both did a Dolly Parton song, and I sang "I Will Always Love You."
You're
And
amazing.
of course, I have my Dos Equis salt in the lime. I mean, come on.
Right.
It's like
What
your
did you do?
margaritas.
There you go. There you go.
I would have taken you more for like a 9 to 5 kind of gal.
Well, my range is lower. Her range is higher. So she did the 9 to 5 and I did the I will always love you.
Okay. Okay.
Tony sings Jolene really good. Tony, give us a
Yeah.
rendition.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Come
I
on,
wish
let's
I
hear
could
it.
do that one, but
Yeah, that one,
Let's hear it.
Come on, Tony.
okay.
Jolene.
Freaking state quarters.
It's like, well, yeah, that one.
My dad
Oh,
used to
gosh.
drink red beers all the time too.
Oh,
He would drink red beers. So he'd do some salt, a little
Really?
hot sauce, and some tomato
Huh.
juice in a beer
I've heard of
and drink
that.
red beers. Yeah.
I've absolutely
What?
heard of that. Yeah.
That was his big
Hmm.
hangover cure too. He used to tell
Yep,
me all the
I've heard
time.
that.
If you ever get a hangover, just drink a red. He was a bartender for many, many, many years. And
oh,
yeah,
wow.
he used to tell me that all the time. I go, Dad, I'm not going to ever get a hangover.
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah, you're not fooling me, son.
So what other adventures y'all want to know about or y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, I do.
Huh.
So you got so many things going on. Let me see. How about just detecting? Where have you been detecting and
Yeah.
getting out to? Did you detect in Utah?
I did. And I do have some video footage. I went out with Ben and my new friend, his friend Nate, and I got some footage. We didn't see Bigfoot, but I will say, so I'm out metal detecting and I get this signal, I dig it up and I video, and then I look over and there's this pair of shredded men's underwear
There
and
you go.
briefs.
Really?
And so when you watch the video, you will see that I make up some story about Bigfoot.
About Bigfoot.
But it was fun. Yeah, I did get to metal detect. The last day before I left, we got to go to a cave. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. And there's some legends with what's the local Utes?
Yeah, the Utes.
The
The
Utes?
2
Yeah.
Utes.
It is Utes. The two of Utes.
The two of Utes. There was
Uh,
more like the 20 of Utes. We all
yeah.
went down and hiking in this cave.
Oh,
But it
wow.
was so much fun. I got some cool footage there. But in this cave, or the Utes, there was a legend about the ant people that would come up. And it was very interesting. So
The ant people?
the ant people,
They come
And
up and bite your ankles, or what would they do?
Yeah.
they're actually people size. So.
Okay. Sorry.
People-sized
I didn't mean
ant people.
to. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
To
the,
defend the
How many
ants.
of us metal detectors? I know here in Texas, I don't know about y'all's ants up there, but when you're out there metal detecting, I can't tell you how many times.
Yes.
Okay, I get a signal. Oh, it's either right in an ant bed or right beside an ant bed, and I look down and they're crawling all
Yep.
up on me, and I got ant bites on my hand, on my legs.
Those ants in Texas, I remember. I
Fire
lived
ants.
in Waco, the fire ants. I lived in Waco in
Oh,
1998.
you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
for a year.
Okay. Wow.
Um,
You're like, forget
University
these
of
ants.
Baylor.
Oh, wow.
And I remember taking my boys out. So my boys were like 1 year old then, and we're running around in this field and blah blah blah. One of them falls down, right? Catches himself with his hands out in front of him. Doesn't take this huge spill, but puts his hands down. One of the hands goes right into a red ant hill, and
Oh,
within that quick, he's just covered with ants and bites. And it was he's 1 years old, right? I mean.
hmm.
It's just miserable for that kid. But yeah, actually in the last video, when we were out detecting in Utah, I did dig up a relic, and as I'm recording it, all of a sudden these ants just start coming out
Oh.
everywhere. I'm like, yep, found this in an anthill.
They're the descendants of the ant people.
And if
Right
you
in
watch
Utah.
Merrill, Metal Detecting NYC, if you watch his latest video of him detecting in Utah,
Oh,
he's just constantly showing those anthills. To him, that was like the most
That was
amazing
like,
thing.
we don't see these up in New York.
He's
In
like,
New
"Look,
York.
they're everywhere. Right. They're everywhere.
He's
I
so
would-
fun.
Yeah,
I
he was
enjoyed-
fun to hang out with him.
He really was. There
I
is.
went to Florida one time, and I was there for like some training, and what the group I was with, we went outside to train in the park a little bit, get some fresh air. So I took my shoes and socks off, thinking, okay, we're all going to be on grass. I'm going to enjoy being on grass with my bare feet, and it was like some physical training.
Grounding.
And yeah, and I didn't know anything about fire ants,
Oh shit.
and somehow I got into it, and all I know is all of a sudden my leg was on fire, like
Yep.
my whole leg,
Yeah.
from my foot to like halfway up my thigh. And I was really, I mean, I really got scared. And somebody looked down, I had these like bite marks on my ankle, and they said, "Oh, you got bit by a fire ant." And I was like, "So what do I do?" They're like, "Well, not much,
You didn't die.
And that's like, let's see, like,
Pop
tell us
those
if,
little blisters. And,
yeah,
Yeah.
tell me if you start getting your throat feeling swelled up or anything, allergic reaction, just like that.
right.
I
There
got,
can be if enough bites you. Yeah, you can
Sure.
get a major allergic reaction.
Sure.
I was really concerned. Like, it really got me concerned
you?
because it wasn't going away. It was like hot sauce. It was building. And seriously,
that
like it was
slow build?
purely on fire. It just was so excruciating pain
Dang. That's
that
the worst feeling.
I'll never do that again. You can have those fire ants, man. I don't want to have anything to
Yeah,
do
they're
with it.
nasty. They're nasty.
Hey, I
Now,
saw.
there was a place. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that we got to go to, in Utah, one of the evenings, we got to go to that Space Wolf Ranch
Oh,
that
yeah.
backs up to Blind Frog Ranch.
Yeah.
Sure.
And on the way back, they were shining their flashlights and they were finding arrowheads right on top of the ground. Well, there's a lot of ant beds there, and they said that sometimes that the ants will bring up beads from these burials
Wow.
and stuff there. That's pretty cool, I thought. Anyways,
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
kind of going along
Wow.
with the ants.
No. Yeah.
I've heard that like about certain like moles or things that burrow.
Yes,
when they
on
bring
the
it
farm
up.
that I'm on right now, I found a little bird point. It was a molehill, and it was right after a rain, and it just settled perfectly. I'm
Yep.
out there walking. I looked down. I'm like, what? So I videoed it. You could see the
That's
mark there.
amazing.
It's like, man, talk about luck.
Mhm.
Right. So cool.
So speaking of that, you just said you see arrowheads on the ground. Tell us about arrowhead hunting.
Oh man!
Like, I saw some pictures of you having found some things.
Look at
So
this.
that was so much fun. So 4th of July weekend, they had a special going on at Paid Digs in Texas called Texas Paid Digs. And so I got to go with 2 of my metal detecting buddies and my friend Zola, which I don't know, y'all probably seen her in some of my videos, and my friend Theron. And we went and we sifted for airheads, and they just go and they just take their little dump truck thing and they take a big dump of dirt and they pile it up on, you can see that metal
Yeah, a little sifter.
Like a
sifter
sifter,
there.
yeah.
And it's not one that you can move. It's heavy duty, and you just sit there and you sift that dirt. And I got some really sweet, now that's on my YouTube channel.
Huh. Too bad we
Uh,
can't see that.
Huge.
But,
Jeez, come
But you
on.
can go
Minor
to my
detail.
Facebook and see some of my photos. I think I've got a few photos of some shorts on my TikTok of those digs, and that was so much fun. But oh man, talk about a blast! I found some really keepers this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got another picture here of an incredible one. That one that's up right now, it's an amazing piece. Like, you're so excited. Look at the smile on your face, like the excitement of being able to find something like, because you're obviously not detecting it. I mean, you're
Yeah.
sifting through it and you have to eyeball it, right?
Yeah, you totally have to eyeball it. And, I can't tell you. Now, that is so fun because you're not out detecting and you're actually sifting. You're working just like we
Sure.
work when we metal detect. We're swinging. So it's a different kind of work. But I would say probably 80% of the arrowheads I've ever found, I was out metal detecting.
Really?
Found them right on top of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ken and I looking for them all the time out here. Because the areas that we hunt we love to be out in the middle of nowhere. absolute middle of nowhere. Like that's where we want to
That's
go.
the best because it's
Yeah.
that therapy out there. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You're not around a bunch of sound, a bunch of city stuff.
Well, you try to limit your cross contamination. In
Yeah.
my opinion, like I don't want new Coors bottles or
Yeah.
cans.
You don't want all that trash.
Right. I want, if I'm going to get on old, I want to just, maybe I want it to be easier, but I just don't want to have that cross contamination. I just want to be out on old. So we're always, always, always looking for arrowheads. You know, you're listening, you're scanning one way, your head's moving the other, your ears are listening to what's going on in your arm, your eyes are trying to process, trying to find things. It's what an incredible, double dipping type of experience.
It
We're
really
always
is.
looking for stuff.
Let me ask y'all this. How many times have you been asked, oh, your metal detector will find those? And,
Yeah. What did that come
Yeah.
up? Yeah.
and glass bottles too?
Yep.
You're
Yep.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they come up like a pull tab. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We're listening for gold, and it just happened to come up with an arrowhead. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Uh,
This was another one on your Facebook page that we put
oh,
up.
beautiful. Look how
That is
beautiful
the
that is.
best point I've ever found.
Unbelievable.
Best point I've ever found. The
That's
rest of them
gorgeous.
all had a broken tip. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let my
my
dog in.
gosh.
sure. Man, that's
Look at-
gorgeous.
I mean, just the symmetry of it, the color of it, and the size. I mean, if you're talking, what is that? 2-inch long right there? I
Yeah.
mean,
At
that's
least, and when you hold it up to the light, it's got a little bit of that
Iridescence and
almost,
stuff.
yeah,
iridescence or
See
yeah.
through it. Yeah.
Wow.
But
What a beautiful piece there. I mean, it looks like it was just made.
Oh, here, doggy.
Hey, there we go.
What's your
This is
dog's
Bella.
name? Bella?
This is Bella. This was my mom's dog. My mom passed last year, and this was her dog, and I kind of inherited her.
Look at her.
Yeah. This looks like a
She's
sweet
attached-
thing.
She's a sweetheart, and she's attached to me. And so
I
she's been
bet.
scratching at the door since she wanted out. Now she wanted back in.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Mama,
what
let me
dogs do.
in.
Now
That's
she's
what
in my lap.
dogs
There you go.
do. My dog is sitting. She does this every Wednesday night. She sits at the top of the stairs. I'm at the top of the stairs in the loft. Is my office, and she knows when I go live with the lights and all these different things, and I'm just talking to nobody. She can't hear because of the the AirPods. But she sits over here. She lays, and then
Aw.
we go off the air and things like that. We talk about hey, bye. Good to meet you. Talk with you. We'll talk to you later. And as soon as I start shutting everything down, she gets up and comes over, and she knows it's like time to go outside, time to play with dad, because that's just what we do every single night. But she's so
Aw.
patient. She's amazing with it. And sometimes you see her, if you go back and look at some old episodes, right over my shoulder here, you just see like this white butt that walks through and then this tail
You'll
out
be like,
wags.
oh, we
And
know that.
I
I
love
wish I had that. Boy, my stepson who moved in with us,
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
he's got a
Did you
border
receive that?
collie, and all night long while I've been trying to talk to you guys, here's what he's been doing. Yum, 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 yum. At a full sprint. Like this office is only about 12 feet deep, buddy. Here he comes again.
Yeah, he knew
There he
you were
goes
talking
again.
about him. See, he's
Here
gone.
he comes again. There
He's
he goes
in,
again.
he's gone.
That dog loves to move, man. Dogs
Here's
are great.
Here's
Go
a
ahead.
good question. Bill just said, "Who has found an arrowhead when digging a plug?"
Ooh, great question.
That is an awesome question.
I never have.
No,
I-
me either.
I found one while I was not digging a plug, but I was digging in a dump.
Oh,
Yeah, I found one when I was digging in a dump. And then another time, let's see, a fossil, a really cool fossil. I was digging a plug and I dug a really cool fossil, but never an arrowhead while metal detecting.
Wow.
Sure.
I
Wow.
found a few just from eyes on surface and stuff.
Yeah.
They always seem to stand out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once your eyes get used to the regular rocks that are around and all the other chips and all that stuff, and all of a sudden there's one that's a different color, or there's one that
Right.
just
Something.
catches you different. It's always
Yeah.
that's how I've always found one.
It's amazing. I've only found one scraper, but I've never found an arrowhead.
Oh man, well, if y'all ever come to Texas, I will
Yes,
take y'all.
please.
So the property I'm on right now, where I found that little bird point, I was sifting one day, but I was sifting for. We found a lot of Caddo Indian pottery,
Mm.
and I was sitting there sifting for pottery, and out popped a arrowhead about this big, and I was just like blown away. but I'll take y'all at least pottery digging. I can't guarantee
Please.
you much anything else, but we can at
Absolutely.
least dig some pottery and make a cool video.
Potter
No.
digging and wine, you can promise.
Yeah.
And some history.
I'll bring the
And
steak.
some history.
That's right.
Oh
You'll be
man,
steak.
talk about steak. Was that steak amazing?
Wasn't it great?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yes.
Ryan cooked his butt off for us, man.
That was
And
amazing.
he made mine especially, well
Yeah.
done, because I know
Yeah.
everybody else wanted theirs medium
Oh,
well or whatever.
I was gonna say that, like, normally, like, you go to friends' houses and they're like, how do you like your steak? Yeah, sure. And they're all done the exact same way, right? Not with Ryan. He's like, well, I'm gonna put gypsies on first because that's gonna cook longer,
And it's
and then
so
we'll
perfect. Oh
we'll
my God.
flash Ken and Tony's just on each side for like 10 seconds,
Right.
and let the rest be, and we all
It
get to
was
eat at the same
probably
time.
mooing. Was it mooing?
Probably. He actually cooked ours with a lighter. He was like, all right, Tony, yours is done. Yeah. I kept trying to jump in to see if he needed help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Oh
like
man.
I'm a cook. I can cook. I do a lot of barbecuing. And I was like, look, you need
and
any
you
help?
make
And
wine and you make cheese.
yeah. And he was just running
I know.
around. He was just
Ken, are
running
you
around.
married? Because you sound like my type.
I
I'll tell you what.
know.
Jeez.
Your wife is really lucky.
Yeah, she is. I keep telling her that, but she's
like,
cook me another steak. So. Hey, what about this silver, Gypsy?
Holy cow.
It's,
Let's see here. You
Johnny-
sprung that.
Johnny's-
I was laughing, man.
Sorry,
Wasn't ready
man.
for that one. Here we go.
Check this out.
oh man. So
Cha-ching.
I was in the woods in East Texas. A little backstory. So I found this major big hit. I ended up digging the big hit up, but not far from that big hit, I got another hit, and I'm like, oh, it's probably going to be an aluminum can because it sounded too perfect. You know how those sound. And I popped it out, and it wasn't very deep. It was like about that deep, and it was a walker. And that was the day before Mother's Day. So talk about a nice Mother's Day gift.
Holy cow.
That's awesome.
That was back in May. Yeah.
Describe what we've got. We've got, you're holding the VX, I'm assuming 9 from Garrett,
So
right?
that's the VX9, Vortex VX9, and oh my gosh! So like I was saying, hopefully get my YouTube channel back. I had my best freaking silver day ever. I probably dug 10 silvers in about 2 hours. So with the Vortex, and
Wow.
talk about now for me, you all know that my YouTube channel is called Zero Discrimination.
Yeah.
And you all know why I hunt in Zero Discrimination. And what I love about the Vortex, it has what's called an iron boundary, and it has so it has 3 lines on the Vortex, on the VX9. If you get just the 5, you just got 1 line. So these other 2 lines, if what you want to hit is stuff in that middle line going across, and you want to get those pixels in the middle line. But I'm not necessarily watching that. I'm listening to the tones. And so if you set your iron boundary, so I put mine Zero Discrimination, multi-frequency, but I set my iron boundary to around 4 or 5. So if I'm getting big iron, like let's say flat iron, that's especially on, I won't mention brands, but certain brands that I've used, the big iron, and you're digging this deep for a piece of flat iron,
Sure.
what that iron boundary does, if you've got it set right, it'll break it up. And so I'm like, okay, I know that's big iron. I'm not going to mess with it unless, you really want to. But then, of course, for the iron, like there's tons of iron, because remember they tore down this building. So there's iron constantly. So I could just totally discriminate out that iron. But what's going to happen is those iron signals that are all, let's say it's right here, this is underneath, you've got a signal underneath that iron or right beside that iron, you're going to probably discriminate that out. So I hunt in all metal, Zero Discrimination, set my iron boundary for about 4, and I can still hear the iron grunts. But when I hear that peak, I just listen for that peak. And when I hear that peak, I'm like, oh boy. And it's repetitive. Okay. So I'm digging.
There you go. There you go. I've never, we swung it a little bit. I think we swung the 9 a little bit through the club. think they sent one out for our club so people could try it and kind of comment
Probably in
on
the
it.
beginning.
Right in the
Was it
beginning. Right in the beginning, yeah.
They've come a long way since they've, of course, tweaked it as, working out certain things.
Sure.
But I'll tell you this, when I first used the prototype, the very first prototype, I got to use it before KG and Ringy. It was me, Miguel, and Amanda Digger DeGauze. Shout out to her. Most of you know that we did do the Treasure Vortex podcast for what, 8 years? I don't know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she was in a car accident and her health is just not good. And so I tried to call her before I went on tonight because I was going to let her know.
Yeah.
I miss her so much.
Yeah, I hadn't seen much about her lately, so.
Yeah.
No, she hadn't been doing too good, but y'all just keep her in your prayers.
Yeah,
but,
prayers for her for sure.
Anyway, it was her, Miguel, and he had the very first Vortex, and it was one line. It didn't have the 3 lines. It was still the very beginning prototype. And we went out behind this old pub from the 1800s, and we were all using. She was using I think a Mind Lab. I don't remember, 800 or whichever one at the time. And I had my AT Max, and I think he had his AT Max, and he pops out the brand new Vortex, and I hadn't even seen it. I had to sign a
An NDA
form that I wasn't going to say anything, an NDA. Woo. Anyway, long story short, we hit this. There was this iron patch over there, and it was just constant. It sounded terrible. So with it, I don't care what machine you were using. Well, I went over there after he gave me that Vortex, walked over to that iron patch so I wanted to hear what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And in the middle of that iron patch, I got the most beautiful sound. I'm like, that's got to be flat iron. Or if it's not flat iron, there's a dang can in there, aluminum can, because it sounded so good. So I dug down. It was about 7 inches deep in that iron patch, and I dug the most beautiful, ornate little colonial buckle. It was beautiful.
Wow.
That was the very first prototype, and I was like, okay, when are you going to have these out? I want
right. I'm on board. Shit.
That was my first find with Vortex.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Well, GYPSY, you've been a great guest tonight. I know it seems like it just was a minute ago when we got on. It does time fly. That's crazy. Is there anything else you want to kind of let people in on before we close the show down?
I just want to say thank you guys for letting me come on. Check out my Roku channel. Hopefully by Sunday, I will have my first Backroads of Texas. Now remember, this is my very first. I'm learning the hard way, so there's a lot of mistakes along the way. So please be gentle on your critiques. But anyway, and hopefully I will have my Zero Discrimination YouTube back up. But as for now, you can follow me on my socials, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, GYPSY Jewels. I think on Instagram it's like Gypsy_Jewels, something like that. But
and
anyway,
that's the official one, huh?
Yeah, that's the one with official on there because everything was taken.
There you go. I'm putting it in the chat right now for people to check it out.
So,
okay, cool.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you guys. It's been
Sure.
so much fun and great catching up with you.
Yeah, excellent. Hang down in the green room. We'll be right with you after we shut
All
down.
right.
Okay. Woo! Awesome.
Well, big news, right? Congratulations to GYPSY for kind of starting this little new endeavor. I'm not making this. I'm going as soon as we get off. I'm going to turn on the TV and go check out this
Got
right
the little
here.
teaser.
Yeah, that little dealio. Look at how cool that is.
Yeah.
So I'm real proud of her for taking this on. Like, talk about being a trailblazer, right?
Yeah.
For some things for the community, for all treasure hunters and all that kind of stuff. So,
She always has been, when I heard about all the stories of her starting those clubs in Texas, like that's Maverick,
it is. It's
Maverick style. Just going to start these things up when they don't have one. And that should be a great inspiration to all you guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have a club in your area,
right,
start one.
Get some people together.
If you don't know how to
out.
start one, write to GYPSY. I'm sure she'll tell you how to
to
do it. Yeah.
Well, she also back in the day, she also opened up her own metal detecting store. You know, I mean, just the history of that lady right there, man. Talk about inspirational. She's we are blessed to be able to call her a friend. To be honest with you, she's an incredible lady. We're talking about Dolly Parton before.
Yeah.
You know, just trailblazers of the community of a whole bunch of different things. All positive things to say about GYPSY for sure.
Right. That's true. Good show, man. Good show. Good chat. Good everyone in the chat. Thank you all for being participating. I didn't see anybody put any tag words they want us to say during the show. Did you?
There was, I think Joshua had meow, or somebody had meow.
Okay. Well, meow.
Yeah. I led into it. I said, "Are you ready to bring on our guest, meow?"
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I snuck it in there.
You
Nobody even
are
heard
sneak.
it. Yeah.
You're sneak. We got to get that going next time for sure.
That's right.
What do you got going on, Matt? Oh, shoot.
Grandma's broke.
You're heading out this weekend?
No. So, I got a lot going on. No show next week, unless, let me back up. I won't be on the show next week. I don't know if you're going to have one or not. I'm, September 1st kicks off the hunting season in Colorado. So I'm going to be dove hunting, turkey hunting, all for the entire week next week. So I'm going to be off in the middle of nowhere, in the trailer with no reception. That's the best thing ever.
That's
oh my
best thing
gosh.
ever.
So, that's what I'll be off doing. So no hunting this weekend, unfortunately, because I'm leaving Sunday and spending time.
We were invited to go. We just both are busy.
I know. We actually had a phenomenal invite.
That's so hard.
It's just not going to happen, man. But
yeah.
maybe coming up soon. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah,
for sure. But if you're interested in what I'm up to, 5280 Adventures, all on every social media you can imagine. Just type in 5280 Adventures, and come check out what I've got going on. Some funny. Put out, I think, a funny little short today on Facebook. Just some other good, just a good time riot stuff. Leave me some comments. Come visit with me. All that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, cool, man. You're doing a good job with that. Keep it up.
Oh.
Yeah, and everyone, I won't be on next Wednesday either. My youngest son, who's been away for 2 years, maybe almost 3 now, he's coming home to visit next Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm going to take the time off work and go spend every ounce of time with him as I can. I hope you all understand, but we'll be back with you the following week, the following Wednesday, and everything will be good at that point. Everyone go out and have yourself a great week. Go have a great weekend, man. If you get out and dig, go find the good stuff. Let me know about it, and we'll talk to you all, not next weekend, but the weekend after. Have a good night.
Thank you so much for listening to Relics Radio. We will see you back here next week for another exciting guest. Until then, get out and dig it all.